Dear students, today we're going to continue our topic of triangles and polygons. Continuation of last lesson, where we spoke about the exterior angles of polygons. Today our objective is going to be to learn how to find the sum of the interior angles of polygons. That is our objective for today. So let me remind you a little bit. In our last lesson we spoke about different types of polygons. We said that there are regular and irregular polygons. We said that they have names. It's a triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, and decagon. The first few ones. We also said that no matter if it's a regular or irregular polygon, the exterior angles of a polygon always add up to 360 degrees. So we're going to continue from there. And today we're going to talk about now the interior angles. Mela, finding the interior angles of polygons. So let's start with something we're familiar with. I'm going to start with the triangle because we're familiar with a triangle. We have already made a triangle many times. So I'm going to have a triangle, just any triangle. We know that a triangle has three sides, has three angles, and the sum of angles, we have proven this, the sum of angles is 180 degrees. So a triangle interior angles add up to 180 degrees. That's something we have already seen, we have already proven. Now let's go for another shape. This time it's a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral has four sides. And the sum of angles we have proven is 360 degrees. Let me remind you how we proved that, because now we're going to use it for all the other shapes. So we said if I divide that shape into triangles, that gives me two triangles. So we have 180 degrees, the sum of these angles, 180 degrees, the sum of these angles. So the sum of angles is 180 degrees times 2, which gives 360 degrees. That's something we have already proven, but we're now using. Let's go to the next shape. Next shape is a five-sided shape. As you can see, it's irregular, okay, it doesn't matter. So it has five sides. What is the sum of interior angles? Again, let's divide this shape into triangles. Okay, so I have, look, I have 1, 2, and 3 triangles. So the sum of the interior angles is going to be 3 times 180. And 3 times 180 is 540 degrees. It's interesting, as you can see, that we started with one triangle, then we had 2 triangles, now we have 3 triangles. You can assume what's going to happen when we're going to have the next shape having 6 sides. So let's see. So that is a 6-sided polygon. I'm going to divide that into triangles. Always use one vertex, doesn't matter which vertex you take. For example, I'm going to take this vertex now. So I have, as you can see, I've divided the shape into 1, 2, 3, and 4 triangles. So this shape now has 6 sides, and the sum of angles, sum of interior angles, is made up of 4 triangles for 4 times 180, which make 720 degrees. Interesting what's happening. Next shape is going to have 7 sides. So how many triangles it will have? If we continue the pattern, let's see. So a 7-sided shape. That is a 7-sided shape. I'm going to draw triangles. Take one vertex, divide into triangles. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 triangles. Okay, so it has 7 sides. It has 5 triangles, so sum of interior angles is going to be equal to 5 times 180, which makes 900 degrees. I'm going to draw another one. It will be the last one, because by now you should have grasped the concept, what's happening. So let me draw an octagon now. That's an octagon. Let me divide it into different triangles. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, let's number them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this has 8 sides. The sum of the interior angles is 6 times 180, which makes 1080 degrees. Okay, so let's place all this in one single table, and let's come out with a general rule. So if I say that this is the column for number of sides, this is the column for number of triangles which I can form. This is the column for the sum of interior angles. So let's divide that into 3 columns. So, number of sides, we had 3 sides. That's 1 triangle. That's 1 times 180, which makes 180. We had 4 sides. It was made up of 2 triangles. So 2 times 180, which makes 160. We had 5 sides made up of 3 triangles. So it's 3 times 180, so that's 540 degrees. 6 sides, 4 triangles, 4 times 180, 720 degrees. 7 sides, 5 triangles, 5 times 180, 900 degrees. 8 sides, 6 triangles, so 6 times 180, 1080 degrees. That's what we have drawn. I'm going to continue another 2. 9 sides, 7 triangles, so it is 7 times 180. That makes 1260 degrees. 10 sides, 8 triangles. So it's 8 times 180, 1440 degrees. Now, look what's happening from here to here. What can I say? I can say that the number of triangles is always 2 less than the number of sides. This is 3 minus 2. This is 4 minus 2. This is 5 minus 2. This is 6 minus 2. This is 7 minus 2. This is 8 minus 2. This is 9 minus 2. This is 10 minus 2. So if I have n sides, how many triangles that will have? That will have n minus 2 triangles. So what will be the sum of interior angles? It will be the number of triangles times 180. And in fact, to find the sum of the interior angles of any polygon, all we need to do now is to remember that formula, where the sum of the interior angles is simply n minus 2 times 180. And I'm going to work out 1 or 2 examples to be able to use that formula. For example, what is the sum of the interior angles of a 22-sided polygon? We're not going to draw it and divide it into triangles because that's going to be impossible. But we know that the sum is the number of sides less 2 triangles times 180. So the sum of this polygon is going to be 22 minus 2 times 180, which gives 3600 degrees. Let's work out another example. What is one interior angle of a regular, this time, so we know they are all equal, angles are all equal, of a regular 15-sided polygon? So, we're going to first find the sum, then we're going to divide that result by 15, okay, because we need just one of the angles. So, how do I find the sum? We're going to use the formula. The sum is n minus 2 times 180. So the sum is 15 minus 2, because it has 15 sides, times 180, and that gives a value of 2340 degrees. That is the sum. Therefore, one of the angles is going to be 2340, the sum, divided by 15 angles which I have, and that gives a value of 156 degrees. So each interior angle of a regular 15-sided polygon is 156 degrees. So that is today's lesson about interior angles. Look at everything. Very important to remember the formula, very important to remember how we arrived at that formula. Okay? So, that's all for today. I hope you have understood. If you have any queries, please don't hesitate to contact me. Have a nice day.